everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we are in a little bit of a different place today, and honestly it's because I have tried to film this video 2 times already. This is the third time. Third time's the charm, I'm praying. And I just felt like I needed somewhere new to sit and film, since this was just, I was getting so frustrated being where I normally film. I just wasn't happy with the way things were turning out, so I've heard a little bit of a change of scenery. This isn't permanent, this is just something different for me, and it's just nice to be in a different environment while filming. I did film the tutorial for this look today. That'll be up on Friday, so definitely check that out. This video, I'm just going to be talking about the collection, giving you swatches and reviewing it, telling you how everything performed as I put it on my face. And yes, that is what we're going to be doing, so let's go ahead and jump on it. When she released this collection, she did mention, like she did with her eyeshadow palette last year, that these do not swatch the best, and I completely agree with that. They definitely apply better on the eyes when you're doing your looks with your brushes than finger swatches. And I'm so happy that she's not scared to admit that. She puts it out there, people know. So I really think that is amazing of her to do that. I also do think that the eyeshadows in this collection are a little bit more powdery and have a lot more fallout to them than the original palette did. Honestly, fallout doesn't bother me too much. There's a cat back there, so that's all that is. I know it does bother some people, so I just want to throw that out there. Just so you guys know, I did have to wipe quite a bit of fallout off of this top because this is what I wore when I did the tutorial, and it was just everywhere. So just be warned, you'll see when I do the tutorial how much it did have, how much fallout that it really did have. So this is what the packaging of this collection looks like. This is the eyeshadow palette. The collection is called Bling on the Glam, which is so cute. I really do love it. This is definitely a more cool toned palette than her first one. This is the outside packaging of this one. It still has a really pretty rose gold writing. The packaging is pretty much the same design. Here is what the first palette looks like. It's the same like watercolor, same design with the heart. I do prefer the new packaging a little bit more. I love the color scheme of it just a little bit more. I do love warm tone eyeshadows though more than I do cool toned. Here is what the original palette looks like, just for reference. Definitely a more warm tone, and you get a liquid lip, a highlighter trio, a blush, which she did re-release the same blush color along with another one, and then you got some matte eyeshadows, metallics, and shimmers in this one. This palette was $20, just like the new one is, so that's just a reminder of what this one looks like. So here is the new one. On the back you do have her picture and her little message, and it says, "I have so much love and gratitude for all of your endless support. This incredible collection is my dream team of glam products. I wanted this collab to be extremely girly and sparkly, the ultimate go-to for sexy, sassy vibes. Always my heart is truly grateful. With love, XOXO Melissa Michelle." And it includes 5 matte eyeshadows, 2 shimmer eyeshadows, 2 metallic eyeshadows, 3 creamy glitter eyeshadows, 1 creamy glitter foam tip applicator, and 1 glitter liquid liner. So once again, here's the outside packaging. Right here, you open it up, you get a nice mirror. On the top it just says Bling on the Glam, and here is what the inside of, oh god, I always do that. And here's what the inside of this palette looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out because it all keeps falling. As I swatch them, I'll let you know what I actually have on my eyes. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into the swatches because this takes me forever to do. First off, right here we have Rotor Man, which this one is a kind of like a peachy matte bone color. It does have a, it's hard to see when you swatch it, but when you're putting it on your eye, like I used it to set my eyeshadow primer down today, you can definitely see the peachy undertone to it. It's not my, definitely not my go-to color for setting primer down, but it's hard to really see on my skin tone, but it's right here. But honestly, it is a really pretty color, and it is very soft. Like I said, these are a lot softer and do carry a lot more fallout. Next up we have Boo Bears, which is this one right here. This is definitely It's a good brown shade, which this is what I put in my crease first after setting it with Rotorman. It definitely has a purplish kind of undertone to it, so it's like a very brown purple color. This one is not as soft as the other matte shadows, and it doesn't have as much kickback either. I think this is one of the this one swatches the best, honestly, out of the matte shadows, and I don't know if that's because it's not so soft and it doesn't have that kick up, but it does swatch the best out of all the mattes. So this next one is the first shimmer color, and this one is in Dude. This is definitely a shimmer brown color with a purple undertone to it as well. This one is a not too purple of an undertone. It is very slight, but there is one there. It is definitely a deeper undertone, and you can kind of see that swatch. It does have like a lot of powdery kickback around it. So definitely there is like a little purple to it, but it is brownish purple. Definitely a deeper color. It is really gorgeous. The shimmers and the metallics are definitely just as soft as the matte shades, and they do have a lot of fallout to them as well. So next up we have another matte shade, and this one is in 100%, and this is also something else that's in my crease. This is just a very nice purple, light purple shade. This is perfect for this palette. You could really use this shade for a transition shade, especially with all these purples you have in here. This is definitely a good, nice light purple to use for that. Next we have Florida, which is just a little bit of a deeper matte purple shade. I also have this in my crease as well. This one is definitely a lot more cooler toned than 100%, but it is still so pretty. I love purples, but I only love cool tone purples. I don't work with cool tone colors a lot, but if it's purple, I really do like the cool tone purples. Other than that, I really don't like cool tone shadows, but that is what this one looks like right there. As you can see, it's just like a deeper color than 100%. They go like hand in hand together though. They are super gorgeous. Next is the second shimmer shade, which is this one right here in Twinsies. This one is just a pretty much like definitely a lot lighter version of Dude. It's like a different tone of purple, but it is still really, really gorgeous. Very reflective right there. I feel like the shimmer shades could almost pass as the metallic shades. Next actually is one of the metallic shades in Hey Guys, which is this one right here. I have this a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes. I really love this color. That is what that looks like right there. Definitely the perfect inner corner and brow bone highlight. It is super pretty, and definitely this could be an all over lid shade when you're doing a more natural look. Then we have Oi right here, which I do have this on my eye as well. It's more toward the outer part of my eye. And this one is another matte. This one's the last matte shade, and this was a really pretty deep purple shade. All three of these matte purple shades kind of just go perfectly together. You can really build a look with them. That is what that one looks like right there. As you can see, it's just a deeper version of Florida. Just like Florida is just a deeper version of 100%. Like I said, they are really beautiful once they're all together on the lid. You can definitely see the different colors peeking through even when you're using them all together like I did. The last shade on this side, this is a metallic one in Besties, which I do have this one all over my lid before I covered it with one of the glitter shadows. That is what it looks like right here. This is definitely one of my favorite shades in this palette. It looks gorgeous just putting it all over your lid. I definitely do recommend wetting the shimmers and metallics though, because it'll help with the less fallout, and it'll definitely make them more intense and stick out more on your eyes. So here is just one last overview of the shades right here. So over here are the glitter eyeshadows in the heart pans. There's Manifest, Bro, and Criss, I have Manifest all over my lid right on top of the Bestie shade. I definitely recommend a glitter glue or primer with these. When I first went in with them, I didn't have one. The glitter's been falling all over my face, and it even like had a lot of patchiness on the matte shadows right in here because the glitter was kind of like rubbing the color off. So I just went back in, added some glitter glue, patted some more glitter down over it, and they're staying a lot better. I didn't realize how much had fallen until I did that because there was a lot of missing glitter. I saw a lot of Besties peeking through. So definitely recommend glitter glue with those. So here are these three swatched. Manifest is definitely just more of like that really packed in glitter, kind of like you'd get in the glitter palettes. That's pretty much all this is. That's why I definitely recommend a glitter glue. Bro, the really pretty golden shade, it's almost like that, but it's a lot more fine glitter, so it's not as crumbly as Manifest is because it's a little bit more held together. Now Criss, this green color, this is actually pretty much just a really extremely soft metallic shade, or not metallic, kind of like a, yeah, I would say metallic with like a golden undertone to it. So that is not too much glitter. I would probably still use some type of like tackier primer before putting it down. That way it would show up just so much better. The last thing that comes in this palette is the glitter liquid liner, which I do have on my lower lash line. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is there. This is a brush tip applicator, and it's just a really pretty glitter. You could just use this as a line, like over some black eyeliner to create a glitter wing. You could use it all over your lid, under your eyes like I did. You can do so much with this. So that was it for the eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to move on to the cheek palette, which is the same outside packaging as the eye palette. Just for size reference, this is how small this is, so it is nice and compact. You get two blushes and two highlights in this. One of the blushes is the same blush that she used, so that she had in her first palette that she released, and then she has a new one. Let me just read the back of it to you. It has her picture on it. The back of this one says, "The shade Mahal on the first collab is hands down my favorite blush shade ever. It is perfect color on multiple skin tones and matches various makeup looks. I had to bring it back. With this collab, the perfect peach tone blush search is over. Say hello to Maganda. Pair the blushes with either one of the gorgeous highlight shades and prepare to shine, girl." So you do get a little bitty mirror in this one as well. Here is what this looks like, the two blush and highlight colors. This one did break in shipping, so I just pressed it back down. I can't use this color. It is way too deep for my skin tone. Now, I do not have either one of these highlights on my face. I actually have the highlight on my face from the original palette. I just have all three of the colors mixed together because I do not like the highlights that are in this. Bubs would have been the same way that Lawns is if I didn't have to press it back down. I mean, this is really gorgeous, this Bub shade. This is gonna be a good highlight shade for deeper skin tones. But Lawns is this pinkier highlight right here, which it totally could work for my skin tone, but it is so powdery. And the first time I filmed the video, my tutorial video, and I used it, it was just straight streak of glitter down my face. It wasn't any sort of reflectiveness to it. It was just pure glitter. It just looked like I put just brushed loose glitter on my face, and it is so powdery. Like, just me swirling my finger in it, you can kind of see that powder that's kicked up right there, and it's just really hard to blend in. Like, as I'm rubbing it on my hand right here, it's just, the powder just does not, like, just look at that. It's so chunky, so powdery. There's, like I said, there's no really like foil to it. It's just pure glitter. I have tried one of Ulta's single highlighters, and I didn't like that either. It was just a very like dry feeling powder, and it was really like powdery like this. So I feel like Ulta needs to perfect their highlight formulation just a little bit more. But I do love the blushes in here. I actually have Maganda, which is the new one on my cheeks right now. It is a very beautiful peach colored, and I was worried about when I got the first palette that Mahal was going to be too deep for me, but it's not. So I can actually use both of these blushes. These blushes are very soft, and they do have kickback kind of when you're dipping your fingers in them like I do, or like I am. Kind of like the eyeshadow is not as bad, but they are super soft, and I love that, and they are so pigmented. This one right here is Maganda, and this one right here is Mahal. I forgot to mention all the prices, but I'll have all the prices in the description box down below. I do know that the eyeshadow palette is $20. The cheek palette, I believe, is $15. The lashes are $7, and I think the lip kits are $12.50 a piece. Let's do the lip kits really quickly. This is what the lip kit packaging looks like. There's Dainty, which this is the lip duo that I have on my lips right now. Now the lip liner in this one is significantly darker than the actual lip color, but this one right here in Spicy, they are identical to each other. On the back of Dainty, the box, it says, think of Dainty as Scandy's sweet sister. She's perfect pinky nude. And Scandy is the name of the lip color from the original palette. And the lip color in the original palette is a liquid lipstick, which I do prefer liquid lipsticks over just regular lipsticks. I'm really bad at applying like lip liners and regular lipsticks. I feel like they go all over my mouth, and it's just not a very even application. Like even right now, I feel like I don't really like it, and I don't really like my lip shape, and I feel like my lips are small. I don't like the size of them either, so I really don't like, I struggle a lot when I fill in my lips. This is what Scandy looks like right here. I really love this color. I use it quite often still, and this is what the packaging of the actual products look like. It's a really pretty purple, and I've had to sharpen this so many times, and it's already really small. And then this is what the packaging of this looks like. It kind of reminds me of the Lippy Stick packaging from ColourPop, and mine kind of melted because it sat on my porch for a while, so it's not really even in there, but it's still fine. Let me go ahead. Now the lip liner, I feel like matches Scandy perfectly. Like I feel like those two colors go hand in hand together. Now the actual lipstick is a little bit more of a pinky toned lipstick. So this is Scandy, the lip liner, and then the lipstick color for Dainty. Like I said, this is a lot more pink. This is what I have on my lips right now. I do love this combination though. Now Spicy is more of a deeper vampy color. On the back it says Spicy is just that. It's a vampy color that looks good on everyone. Now this one I really do like. I love these vampier type of colors. The lip liners are super creamy, and so are the lipsticks, and they are matte lipsticks, and I feel like they do last a good amount of time on my lips, even though they are just regular lipsticks. They aren't like liquid lipsticks or anything like that. So that is what those look like swatch, and that's all the lippies together. Definitely more of a vampy color. Did forget to mention that the eyeshadows blended amazing on my eyes as I was blending them together. Like I said, you could really see just a little bit of each color peeking through, even though I kind of layered them on top of each other. I really do love this collection, just like I loved her original collab with Ulta. I'm so happy that she got to do this again and create even more products. She's such an amazing person. I've watched her on YouTube for a very long time, and I'm so happy to see her be able to have this opportunity, because like I said, she's just so amazing. I love watching her, and I'm so happy for her. Overall, like I said, I do love this collection. I would definitely pick something up from the collection, if not everything. Everything is pretty affordable, and like I said, the Ulta brand always has amazing sales on their products. I think that's all I have to say, except please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime that I post a video. You can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll have all those linked in the description box down below. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.